All right, these are inequalities. Okay, we're going to graph these the same way, but remember that with the inequality signs, we got a couple things going on. If it is greater than equal to, we're going to shade above the line. If it is less than or equal to, we're going to shade below the line. Because if you are less than something, you are below it. If it is, if it's got the little or equal to sign with it, it looks like somebody who's mad. I'm going to give him a nose. That's going to get a solid line. If it's just got the less than or greater than sign, it's got the equal sign. I'm tired. What are you going to do? But like I said, that's going to get your dotted line. Which, I can actually make a dotted line. Or dashed line, whatever you want to call it. There you go. I'll make it brown. Alright, that sort of thing. Alright, so here we go. First things first, let's get some points. Erase those. So I'm going to pick 0. Wow, I got a lot of thirds. That cancels that out, leaves me a 1. And again, I'm going to pick a 3, because that's what's in my denominator. 3. If I put a 3 right there, they cancel each other out. You get negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Okay? The other one is x is less than 3. So x is less than 3 is the same thing as, think of it as like x equals 3. Right? That's how we're going to get our points. So x is 3, we'll say y is 0 and 1 just because y can be anything if x is 3. So let's graph it. 0, 1, 3, 0, and that's kind of that over 1, down 1 thing again. So we're going to draw this line, and it's going to be a solid line because it has a little or equal to part under it. So I gotta adjust my line. It's gotta be brown. All right. And y is on the larger end. That's the bigger side. It's a greater than sign. Therefore, we need to shade above it. So I'm just going to put a dot here above it just to remind myself, because we'll shade at the very end. Okay. The other line, we've got 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0. Whoa, that's where they intersect. And 3, 1. Right there. And it does not have the or equal to, so this one needs to be dotted. And it's less than. The x is on the smaller side. So which is the smaller side? Well, this is negative 1 side, and this is the positive 4 side. So this is the smaller side. I think which one is smaller. So we're going to shade this side. So basically we want above the brown, and we want to the left of the red. Well, that's right here. So that is the area we need to shade. Cool. And that's how every last one of these works. Every single one of them. So let's do the others two real quick. So the other two right fast. Number 5. Oh, first of all, we got to solve for y. So let's start there. We got, let's zoom in, 3x plus y. 3x plus y less than 3. Move the 3x, becomes negative, so that's y less than negative 3x plus 3. And oh look, there's nothing to divide by. So let's plug in some points. Let's pick 0. Well, cancels that out, becomes a 0. Negative 3 times 0 is 0. So let's pick 1. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. And if this drives you crazy, just go negative 3 times 1 plus 3 in your calculator, and it'll just spit out the answer. Cool. X, the second one. Well, that one's a little easier because it's already set up for you. So we've got 4x plus 4. So let's plug in a 0. 0 times 4 is 0. Plus 4 is 4. And there's no denominator, so let's pick one, second favorite number. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. That is off the chart. So let's go negative 1. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4, plus 4 is 0. Yay, we got a point. All right. So here we go, 0, 3. 1, 0. So that's down 3 over 1. So down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. It does not have the equal to sign, so it needs to be dotted. Come on. Oh, it already is dotted. Why does it not? Whatever. That's weird. Normally it gives me an option after that. Whatever. Oh, cool. There it goes. It's being awkward today. All right, and it's a less than sign. It's a less than sign. So we're going to be below it. Well, that's this area down here. So I'm just going to put a little dot on that side to remind me that's where I am. The other one is 0, 4. And negative 1, 0. Again, follow that line on over. And it's the y is on the larger end, so it's going to be bigger. And it's also dashed. So we want above that one. So this is the above. So if I want above both of them, above this one is right here, above this one is right here, where they overlap, it's actually this itty bitty spot way up here. That's where you're above both of them. Oh no, I don't want above both of them. I want below the brown one, which is on this side, and I want above the blue one, which is over here. So it's not the itty bitty spot, it's right like that. I'm glad I caught that before I stopped. All right, last but not least. This one, oh, we got to solve for both of them. So let's just start brown. We got 5x plus 2y. Is it greater than or less than? Greater than or equal to negative 4. So move the 5x, that's 2y greater than or equal to negative 5x. Divide everything by 2. Yay! Something other than a 3 in the denominator. Y greater than or equal to negative 5 halves x minus 2. All right, so let's pick our points. Let's do 0, because that cancels that out. We get a negative 2. And let's pick your denominator. Let's pick 2. Here's why, because again, negative 5 over 2 times 2 cancels that out, minus 2. So that's negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. Okay, one more. Let's do the negative 2 instead, because that's negative 5 halves times negative 2 minus 2. That cancels out the 2 but leaves a negative, which turns out into a positive 5 minus 2, which is 3. Okay. So let's do the next one. We've got x minus 2y. Ooh, this one's got a trick in it. Glad I did this one. So move the x, so it's negative 2y less than or equal to negative x minus 8. And then we'll divide by the negative 2. And we're divided by the negative 2. Remember, when you're dealing with inequalities, whenever you divide by a negative, you have to flip the sign. 1/2 x plus 4. Okay? And we flip the sign, and now this is the sign we are using from this point on. Okay? Do not go back to this one, up here. All right, we got to use that one down there. So I love 0, because that leaves me a 4. I'm going to use 2 because it cancels out the denominator. 1 plus 4 is 5. All right. almost done. 0, -2. -2, 3, -2, 3. Oh, that's way up there. Okay. And that's a solid line. And it's greater than. Uh-oh. It needs to be brown. There we go. And it's a greater than sign. The y is on the larger end, so I need a graph above. Put my little dot there. Then I got a 0, 4, 0, 4, and a 2, 5. So that one's down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. And it is also an equal to, so it also gets a solid line, which is nice. And it is now a greater than sign. The y is on the larger end of the inequality, so I got to be above that too. So this time, Mr. Hunter really is above the blue and above the brown or red, whatever you want to call that. So that is this area right in there. Cool.